Well, it's time for Acts 1:19 in Greek. See if you can pronounce it. Okay, here's my attempt. Kai gnoston, ageneto, pasi tois katoikusin, Jerusalem. Hoste, klethenai to korion, ekeno, te idia, dialecto, auton, akeldamach, tutesten, korion, hymatos. Okay, now see if you can translate it. And here's my attempt. And known it became to all the dwellers of Jerusalem, the ones dwelling in Jerusalem, with the result that to be called the place, that place, the place that place, in their own dialect, in the own dialect of them, Akeldama, that is, field of blood. Okay, we're going to parse some of these verbs on the next slide, but I don't have them all there, so let's look at some of these. Gnoston is an adjective. You can see the gno. Do you gno this word? And known it became. Gnoston, it became known. Ageneto is so frequent in the Greek New Testament that you should just memorize it at some point. The gen there is genomai. Omai, it's deponent. And also it means to become. And with the gen instead of the gin, it means became. And it became known. There's an augment, also confirming that it's aorist. Amenu etas, the third person singular ending. So that means the subject's he, she, or an it. In this case, I would say an it. And it became gnoston. And it became known. Pasi tois kat oikusin. These are all dative. The article never lies. That's a dative masculine plural. Could be neuter, but I think we're talking about people. Usin is a tricky one, like pasi, but the C, see the C here? If you follow the third declension song, Arkon antas, anti anta, antes anton, usi antas. Okay, so these are all dative plural masculine. To all the ones, we have to come up with the ones because there's no noun here, so it's substantive. We have to come up with it. It's a participle, actually. You might, after 2 weeks of beginning Greek, you might say, oh, it's a third person plural, present active indicative. They dwell. But unfortunately, this can also be a dative plural, and the article tips off its hand. So it's to all the dwelling ones in Jerusalem. Jerusalem's a loan word. Greek words don't end with muse. It's a Hebrew loan word. And so we just kind of have to infer that there's an in there, even though there's no in there. All the ones dwelling in Jerusalem. Hosta. Hosta introduces a result clause. And it can be done in more than one way. You can have a result clause with a normal subject and verb. But another way to do it is to have hosta with an infinitive. And this is an infinitive. At the end of this video, I give a link to a video I did on Greek infinitives that you're welcome to watch and fill your head with good things. 6 out of the 7 infinitives end in I. Theta 8 is aorist passive. So it's aorist passive infinitive from kaleo, to call. Akeno is it's a little annoying, but the article never lies. Korion is neuter. So this is neuter, and this is neuter. For whatever reason, akenos is a demonstrative pronoun. It's the word for that. It's the far demonstrative. And in its neuter form, it doesn't have an omicron nu like I would want it to. It just omicrons. So that field. This is all dative here. Dative feminine singular. We have a little bit of a apparent mismatch because O's are masculine and omegas are masculine. Alphas and etas are feminine. What's going on? Well, dialecto must be, and I didn't know this until I just looked at this, because this all goes together, dialecto must be one of those words that looks masculine, but it's actually feminine. There are a handful of those sorts of words in their own dialect. personal pronoun. Akeldamach, field of blood. Dama is blood in Aramaic, and akel is the field part. That is tutestin. Notice how tuto, which is also a demonstrative pronoun, it's the near demonstrative. This has dropped its omicron because it's followed by a vowel, so that you can say it nice and smoothly. Tutestin. See how nice that is. And then a capital letter indicates a quote. Field of blood. This is genitive singular. Arkonantos, genitive singular. This is a ma noun, which, unlike my ma, is neuter. So this is genitive, neuter, singular from haima. Okay, hematology, hematoma. Okay, so we've done way too much on this slide when we could have done it here with the interlinear. Let me show it to you again. And known it became to all the ones dwelling in Jerusalem. Notice how you have to add some words to make good English. With the result that, to be called the field, the subject, quote unquote, of infinitive is in the accusative case, so this is all accusative. This accusative is the subject. So that the field to be called, that field to be called, me Solomon Grundy. That's just the way the Greek does it, caveman there. In the own dialect of them, keldama, that is field of blood. Okay, parsing. I've already done this, but agenita is aorist. I know it's aorist because of the gen. Good review. And the augment indicates it's aorist, third person singular. Gin omai. Gin omai is deponent in every form. That means it looks middle or passive, but it's actually active in meaning. And it's indicative. Okay? I've already parsed this one as well. Present, because you'll notice all the letters of the present stem, kato, koikeo, are here pretty much. The epsilon, as with contract verbs in general, has crashed, and that little hat on the top is a police line that says there's been an accident here, stand back. So it's present, it's active, it's a participle, dative, masculine, plural. And then the theta eta tells me it's aorist passive, 6 out of 7 infinitives and an I. Kaleo's got a little smush there at the front, but you can still see many of the letters. Okay, there's some parsing. So I leave you with this link to a video I did last year on Greek infinitives. And I'll also put it in the description on YouTube. Well, thank you for trying out a little Greek with me today.